Yo, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning visitor, welcome back. If you're new, this channel's name is Let Me Show You News, and this video is gonna be showing you or telling you the news which was significant in my opinion from the past week. Basically summarize the past week's news. So I've heard a lot of suggestions from you guys, and I do appreciate the suggestions, and one of the biggest concern was duration. Yeah, I do agree, my previous video was very long indeed. So I did pick up only specific news which I believe was really significant, which summarizes what happened in the past week. But if I did miss out some news, please do let me know. My email will be in the description, my Facebook page, Twitter, so let me know it. Just tell me anything you want to tell me. So yeah, so let's get to it. 8th of September, our friend Ryan Lochte, who tried to lie his way out of the Olympics, kind of didn't work, as you guys know. So basically Ryan Lochte is a competitive swimmer who claimed to have been robbed in a petrol station in Brazil after a swimming event, his relay, which he earned a gold medal. Congratulations, by the way, Ryan Lochte. But not so congratulations for the lying part. Now, he vandalized at a petrol station, and then he was challenged by a security guard. However, he claimed that he was robbed at a gunpoint, which was not the case, as the police released CCTV footage which showed that was clearly not the case. He was just challenged by a security guard. Now, he did apologize, stating that he was a bit drunk. Oh, that didn't work out. He went back to America before he was questioned by the police. Now, he got a 10-month suspension from the USA Swimming Committee and the Olympic Swimming Committee for his unacceptable behavior. He received a 10-month suspension alongside with the other 3 swimmers who were with him, and he did forfeit $100,000 US dollars in bonus for the gold medal he has earned. And now he will not be able to qualify for the 2017 World Championship, which is which is what liars deserve, yeah? So don't lie in the future. September 10. If you're French or living in France, you might be glad to hear that a terror attempt was foiled near Notre Dame Cathedral. Now basically, it was intervened, or interrupted, or yeah, intervened, I'll use that word. Identified as Orna Lagia, a 29-year-old woman, is charged with terror attempt alongside with murder attempt. And 3 other women were also questioned, as they believe that there's a connection between these 3 women and this terror attempt. Basically what happened is that last Sunday, a car packed with 7 gas syringes in its trunk was found with its hazard lights on, and it was unaccompanied, and it had no license plate. One of the women, identified as Sarah H., is believed to have been engaged to Adel Kermish, or the person, one of the 2 people who kind of slit the throat of the priest. Sarah H. has attacked and injured a plainclothes police officer, which is basically a police officer with civilian clothes, I would say. But you could tell they're police because they have their equipment and stuff. So now I wouldn't say undercover police. Hope I'm correct though. Ines Madani, age 19, has also been questioned as she claimed her loyalty towards ISIS, or Daesh, I'll call them, in a letter. Now basically, she has lunged up to a police officer with a knife, but was shot in the leg. And her lunge attack happened after Sarah H. had attacked the plainclothes officer. Also, Ines Madani is believed to have tried to travel to Syria a couple of times. And the 3rd woman, named Amal S., aged 39, alongside with her 15-year-old daughter, were also taken in for questioning, as the car that they found believed to have been linked to that house. So they've been questioning if there's any connection between them and the ISIS. Manuel Valls, the Prime Minister of France, I hope I said that right, stated that France had been foiling attacks every day, or taking action to foil attacks every day. And every day to foil terror attacks is pretty... Now, do take note that France had been is still in a state of emergency since November. Since the Paris attack, the Nice attack, and due to the list of monitoring around 15,000 people, they're still concerned about their security issues. September 10, again. The US and Russia have agreed on a ceasefire for Syria. Well, take note, this is not the first time which happened. They have called that all warring parties engaged in Syria should stop fighting. basically the ones who are engaged or in conflict should stop fighting by September 12th, Sunday. September 12th is the same day as Eid al-Adha starts, which is today. So Eid al-Adha Mubarak to all of you. Now the previous ceasefire which I was talking about was taking place in... there was still a continuation between the conflict. So the ceasefire broke down in a matter of weeks. One of the main reasons that which the ceasefire took place is for humanitarian aid to arrive in the starving cities such as Aleppo. John Kerry, the Foreign Minister of America, stated, quote, "Today the United States and Russia are announcing a plan which we hope will reduce violence, reduce suffering, and resume movement to a negotiated peace and transition in Syria that, if followed, has the ability to provide a turning point, a moment of change." So basically, this would ease. However, the US and Russia forces are still going to attack the ISIS on al-Nusra Front, the terrorist organization, which they believe are dismantling Syria's stability. Now, Russia and US have a bit of a distrust between each other of who they support. I mean, Russia does support al-Assad regime. However, US does not support the al-Assad regime. So there is a distrust or a bit of conflict between both ideologies of two major parties. Iran, who is a supporter, a key ally to al-Assad regime, also supported the ceasefire. Foreign Ministry spokesman Bahram Ghasemi stated, quote, "Iran has always welcomed the ceasefire in Syria and the facilitation of humanitarian access to all people in this country." So basically, the ceasefire is now welcomed or accepted by all key parties in the conflict of Syria. Basically, the US, even if they're the opposition of the al-Assad regime, they welcome the ceasefire. Russia and Iran, the key ally of al-Assad regime. 11th of September. Well, my favorite country which I want to go for vacation this summer. No, I'm joking. I'm not going to go there. But anyways, North Korea. You probably have heard of it. You should. You have to. I mean, this isolated state, despite it not being a part of the United Nations, is really a big rebel in my opinion. Now, despite them not being allowed to have ballistic or any testing of weaponry gave by the Security Council of the United Nations, they recently have tested the biggest testing ever, their fifth experiment, which people call it, which caused the magnitude of 5.3, which is the most successful one yet. Now, there are a lot of concerns over the unprecedented pace of the nuclear weaponry testing. However, there's not much that could be done besides sanctions for now. North Korea has been testing nuclear weaponry since 2006. So it's not the first time, and it's not the first time that they're going to get sanctions or anything. However, North Korea stated in their state-run television agency that the sanctions were laughable. Quote, "The group of Obamas running around and talking about meaningless sanctions until today is highly laughable, when their strategic patience policy is completely worn out and they're close to packing up to move out." A defense ministry spokesman of North Korea stated that there's still an unused tunnel at the Punggye-ri test site for 6 testing anytime. Now, South Korea apparently has a strict strategy to annihilate Pyongyang if North Korea indicates any sign of nuclear attack. 11th of September, again. Hillary Clinton, the Democratic nominee of the US elections 2017 or 16, 17, fell sick at the 9/11 ceremony in New York. Her personal physician, Dr. Lisa Bardak, stated, quote, "Secretary Clinton has been experiencing a cough related to allergies on Friday. During the follow-up evaluation of her prolonged cough, she was diagnosed with pneumonia. She was put on antibiotics and advised to rest and modify her schedule. While at this morning's event, she became overheated and dehydrated. I have just examined her and she is now rehydrated and recovering nicely." Her campaign stated that she is diagnosed with walking pneumonia, which is apparently a less serious case of pneumonia. Now, during the ceremony, she felt overheated and dehydrated, so she went to her daughter's home. early from the ceremony. Now, she was due to go to a campaign trip, a 2-day campaign trip to California, which she cancelled recently due to her health condition. Now, Donald Trump has been questioning Hillary Clinton's stamina, apparently, for a routine time, saying that she would be unfit as she's unable to handle all the problems or issues like ISIS, and due to her stamina, she's unfit to become a president. Now, if you don't believe me, watch this clip.
Quick question on Hillary Clinton. You recently said she has low energy, very low energy, doesn't have the stamina to be president. You're roughly the same age as Hillary Clinton. Why do you say that?
I think she doesn't have the stamina. You watch her life. You watch how she'll go away for 3-4 days. She'll come back. She'll go. I just don't think she has the stamina. Look, we've got to beat China in trade. We've got to beat ISIS. We've got so many problems in this country. I say she does not have the stamina to be a good president. Plus, she's always got problems, whether it's Whitewater or whether it's the emails. It's always drama. It should end. It should end. She shouldn't even be running. Honestly, she shouldn't be allowed to run based on the emails, okay, to be totally honest with you. She's being protected. But Hillary Clinton does not have the stamina, doesn't have the energy. She doesn't have it, doesn't have the strength to be president, in my opinion.
11th of September. Now, there were recently a clash in the southeastern Turkey due to the removal of 28 democratically elected mayors from office and replaced by a trustee, according to the government. Do take note that since the coup, tens and thousands of people have been purged from the governmental job factors due to either suspicion between connection of a terrorist organization or Fethullah Gulen, which the Turkish government believe has masterminded the coup on July 15th. During the clash, approximately 200 people were displaced or dispersed due to the tear gas and the water cannons, which took place outside of the Suruç town hall. Apparently, Turkish media also reports that the internet and electricity have been cut off for those affected areas or regions. According to the Turkish government, 24 of those mayors removed were linked to the PKK, which is a terrorist organization according to Turkey and many nations and Western allies. And the other 4 were linked to Fethullah Gulen, as I stated, the person who masterminded the coup apparently, according to Turkish government. Justice Minister Bekir Bozdağ stated on his Twitter page, quote, "Mayors and town councillors who come to power through elections must perform their duties according to the law. If they finance terrorism by transferring public funds allocated to them to serve the people and allow the use of municipal vehicles, equipment and capabilities in terrorist activities, they lose their democratic legitimacy. Now, Turkey is capable of removing these democratically elected mayors due to their being in the stage of emergency since the coup. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope the news which you guys heard from this video or learned from this video did help you or get a nice view of what the heck is going on in this world. Just joking. Anyways, if you're watching this video, if you watched the full video, I thank you a lot. If you enjoyed it, I do appreciate a subscribe or share or like or anything, or even a comment, a bad comment, would be greatly appreciated. Anyways, if you think that the video was a bit too short this time, or news were not properly explained, or either not the important news were explained or covered, or any news topics I missed, or any news topics which you would want me to cover in the next video, please do let me know in my email, which is in the description below, or Facebook page, or Twitter page, or comment section, anything. Anyways, I thank you again for watching this video, or even opening this video, but until next time, peace!